Great to be back. This is the 2020 GKA distance battle, and how nice it is to have the family back together. The distance battle consists, due to the restrictions on travel for the COVID-19 worldwide situation, the riders have had 2 months to record a 5-minute consecutive heat where they can demonstrate to see who can prove and get the crown of the distance battle. They've been able to do this at their home spot location. For the quarterfinals, which are the heats that we're going to be seeing today, there is 4 different categories. They have to hit a trick in the front row category, in the board off rodeo category that has been joined, in the air trick category, and then they have the individual choice, the rider's choice, that secret sauce, that 4th trick that can see if they can make it through to that semi-final heat. I'm Josie Ashler. We're going to be broadcasting live. Today we have the quarterfinals. On Thursday we have the semis being joined by the ladies. And then on Sunday we will have that day, the D-Day of the finals, to see who will be king and queen of the GKA distance battle. So today is the day. Quarterfinals is what's going to be happening. Let's take a look at the elimination ladder and see who are the gladiators that we are going to be having in the Coliseum here today. We can see the graphic coming up. We have in heat number 1, James Karu against Pedro Afonso. Heat 2, Gianmarco Rivera, Camille Delanois. Heat number 3, Pedro Matos, Kiko Roy. And heat number 4, we have Mitu Montedo versus Willow Tonkin. Talk about some destroyers if I've ever seen it. So coming up first, we will have heat number 1 in between James Karu and Pedro Afonso. James Karu coming all the way from Australia, 22 years of age, 90 kilos, 180 centimeters tall. James took the win of the only competition we've had this year in Cape Verde, proving a point. He's hungry, he wants it, and he is here to make some damage. His sponsors are Duotone and Iron, and he is known as the Australian powerhouse. Then we have Pedro Afonso, known as Tarzan to the ladies, 19 years of age. He is 79 kilos, 178 centimeters, coming from Viana do Castelo, one of the nicest locations in Portugal, and hit the top 20 in the 2019 season, also sponsored by Duotone and Iron. Both of these guys, very young talents. James Karu trying to push the limits, hitting it with the big boys, taking the wing in Cabo Verde, but the young rookie is hungry. Pedro Afonso wants to get involved, and if I'm not mistaken, it looks like in the corner of my screen, I have Mr. Karu himself coming into the booth. G'day, mate. How you doing, James? Okay, I can see James on my screen. Hey, James, how you doing, mate? The boy's definitely got a good smile. He's a good-looking guy coming all the way from Australia for a 3rd time. James Karu, are you there? Unfortunately, it looks like we're just having James couldn't quite get connected there, but as we were mentioning before, James Karu is going up against Pedro Afonso, 2 very young, talented riders. Hopefully, we'll be able to get the interview, but on the screen there with that smile, the Tarzan himself, Pedro, ¿qué pasó? Okay, Pedro, we can't hear you there. Are you there?
Can you listen to me?
I can see his lips moving. Pedro? There you are. Hey, Pedro, how are you doing?
I'm perfect. I'm perfect. Super excited to be competing again, right?
So it's a different format this year, right? So an online competition. It's the first time we've done this format. It's a hard season, 2020. I think one of the hardest things for all of us have been to stay at home. How has this felt for you? Because it is a worldwide premiere.
Yeah, it was. The first time I heard about it was crazy, and I was super excited to start training and start filming to do some tricks and to sending new tricks to everybody to see on the competition, right? it's a good factor to be
Yeah, no,
on
I
home
think
spot
it's
there.
a lot of the riders were saying that it's a double-edged sword, because normally when it's the competition, you have the motivation of the guy pushing you. You guys are going full power. He does a big trick, you do a big trick. But then also you've had the possibility for 2 months to record that 5 minutes of perfection. How did that go for you?
Well, I didn't have quite the 2 months to prepare myself, but it was good. I was able to do some good tricks, and just the fact that I didn't have, I was on the competition, like being always seeing what the other guy was doing on the water also, it was a big weight off my shoulder took off, so it was way easier to do some big tricks.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has to take the motivation, and at least, 2020 season, it's great to have the family back together. It's really cool to have everybody back here on screen. And Pedro, I'm really looking forward to seeing the heat. I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully if you take the win, I will be seeing you after. So double shackers to you, my friend, and Bosos.
Yeah. See ya.
Thank you, Pedro. Well, hopefully, maybe if we can see, it looked like James, we couldn't quite get through to him there. Let's see if it's possible to get the interview there with Mr. Karu. If not, we will go through to the heat. James, are you there? James being a little camera shy here, one of the biggest and most powerful riders we have out there. But unfortunately, we won't be able to get that interview right now. But anyway, I think actually more than words, heat number 1 of the GK Distance Battle 2020 coming at you.
Hey guys, James Karu here. We're here in a secret spot, south of Spain. It's like 25, 30 knots, right in my 10 meter, lit. It's gonna be good. Phew.
Hi everyone, so right now I'm here on the secret spot of Paulino. So because it's secret, I cannot tell you the location, but I can tell you that it's around Lisbon. And well, the wind now is pumping, and I'm going with my 8-meter kite and try to pull some tricks. And well, wish me luck.
To Karu, and a nice little lofty front roll there for Pedro Afonso, 3.80. There's that toe side air 5, 7.33. James getting a little bit more power. Oh, Pedro going back row, tic-tac. Looks like you got the Rodin in that. And James also there with a big maneuver on the outside. Let's see the recap of that one. Here's the one from Pedro Afonso, 5.860 back row, tic-tac. Rodeo nicely landed. James going very high. I love how he hits the tic-tac. He initiates it with his foot, gets the board underneath him, flips it around. Really nice riding from both of these boys. Already 2 numbers on the board, hitting the top 2 categories there. So first minute, Pedro Afonso improving on his front roll there. Looked like James going for a toe side shove it, just not quite getting the landing on that one. I really like how Pedro Afonso, he whips that arm around. You can see, puts the board against the wing, stomps it down. He's going to improve on that one. So that's his front roll category. A little air reverse there on the right-hand side as well. James, big, lofty, tip over toes front roll there with a little bit of a windsurfer in the foreground. It's all about water sports, ladies and gentlemen, having fun out there. Pop air reverse there for Pedro Afonso. And there's that lofty, grabs the board on the back. 5.23, so hitting yet another category there, Mr. Karu. 3 scores on the board for both of these guys. They've done their homework. James, at the moment, what we're going to say, he's got the power, he's got the execution, adding the kite route. Oh, but taking a swim with the fishes on that one, just getting caught up with the chop, unfortunately, but still starting to hit the big moves. It's coming up on the meridian moment of this heat. Here we can see Pedro Afonso. Little back row with Rodeo. Good to get some numbers up there, but he's going to have to add some power if he wants to take out of the Australian, but still early days in the heat. James is riding there into Riva on the left-hand side, and Pedro Afonso at that secret location of Paulino Pereira. We want to see him back on tour, the Ozone Portuguese rider. 3.43 for that kite loop board off. Just a little bit safe at the moment, Pedro Afonso, but still midpoint of the heat. Now it's time when the boys start to go bigger and better. Left-hand side, oh, James just unfortunately losing the board. Pedro getting a bit higher on that back roll. Tic-tac board off. Let's see what the judges have scored. That one didn't quite see the landed yet. 5.57, there's the difference. He's higher, more in control. Nice flip of the board, comes down with the landing. That's going to be his highest score at the moment there with that 5.57, but he's still got that 5.60. Nice little Portuguese fishing boat there in the background. I will say it does look like Pedro is a little bit more underpowered than James. What's he got for us here? Oh, looping through the sky, coming down like nothing. Silky smooth there for Mr. Karu. Great riding, you can see. Gets the board in between the rodeo. Yanks it like a fishing pole all the way around. Gets the power of the kite. 7.57 on the board. James is going to be happy with that one. Minute 45 seconds left. Stylish little back roll board off there for Pedro Afonso. Nice extension on the legs, just tweaking it. It's all about the style, the execution, the power, the flow, the smile, the style. This is what we want to see. The boys here really going for it. Great riding from both of them. Minute 30 on the clock. So far, it does look like James Karu has the advantage. He has the height and has the power coming at us. Right foot forward. Nice blue water there. It's a sunny day in Tarifa. You got to love my hometown on the southern coast of Spain. Looks like he's going to be trying to do something on the outside tack. And we got Pedro going up, okay. Small little rodeo there, just adding to the category. So far, he already has hit those 4. James going high. Just unfortunately not being able to grab the board on that one. So still, that's going to be a crash. Coming up on the last minute here, ladies and gentlemen, there's that 177. Just a simple rodeo. I say simple, but still, there you have just another move there, hitting the category, going for a kite loop rodeo. Oh, unfortunately, not quite keeping the board towards him. James Karu, left-hand side of your screen. What's he got for us? He's got some speed. He does and loses the board one more time. It looks like both of these guys having a little bit of trouble at the end of this heat. First quarter final of the day. Heat number 1. James Karu from Australia. Pedro Afonso from Portugal, and James has a good look at the amount of water coming off of his board. I bet he's going to be hitting that outside kicker. What has he got for us? He's got the height. Okay, rodeo, flippity flip, lands it. Does he? Yes, he does. And I'm going to say that is the nail in the coffin. Pedro, it's as if he sensed that James did a big move at the end. And unfortunately, it did seem that he didn't get the lander, and that will be a crash. Highest scoring move of the competition so far, 7.77. James Karu, back row, rodeo, flip, textbook if I've ever seen it, over the beautiful Yeramusa of Morocco in the background. What a way to start off the competition. Heat number 1, and we've already got 7-point scores up there. James Karu definitely did look like he had the upper hand there. He had the power, had the execution. Pedro Afonso kept himself busy, hit all of those 4 categories. The numbers are a little lower. But let's see which of the moves that made the mark here in the replay highlights. Okay, here's that toe side air reverse. James is one of the few guys to do that. He hit that 540 floaty front roll there from James. Really nice one on that one. This is one of the moves I love, the big kite loop. And there's the yank. That's the adrenaline rush. That's when you feel that kite like a bag, a supermarket bag, getting pulled by the gust going through the window. And a big, stylish, lofty, controlled rodeo, flips it around, grabs it, comes down. You can see the kite perfectly positioned, perfect landing, 7.77 there for Mr. Karu. And let's take a look at Pedro. This is one of the biggest moves he had. Got the height, nice tic-tac rodeo, switches the hand, loops the kite around. Nice move there from him. I love how he does this front row, that little kick extension, Mr. Miyagi style. This is what I want to see from the young Portuguese rider. Little pop to Riva just to hit that air tricks category. And this is that individual choice, if I'm not mistaken, 3.43. But it is this man here, Mr. Karu, 27.90 is the winner of the heat number 1 of the GKA distance battle. And what a way to do it. Let's take a look at those stats. So, first place, James Karu, 27.90 total. Hitting most of the 7-point average categories with a 5.23 there for that floaty front roll. Pedro Afonso, 15-point total. Let's not forget this guy is 18 years old. Top scores was that 5.97 for that back roll tic-tac rodeo. Amazing riding from both of these guys. What a way to start off the competition. What a way to start off the GKA Distance Battles 2020. But it is the Australian powerhouse, Mr. James Karu. And let's see if we can get him in here for an interview. James, are you there?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Congratulations, mate. Taking the win in heat number 1 of the competition. How do you feel?
Yeah, pretty stoked, mate. To be honest, it was pretty hard filming. So getting the first heat against Pedro, that's a nice win.
No, I mean, James, it really looked like you were super powered out there. I mean, we know you for your power. You go high, you go big, and it looks like you've taken it home here in the quarterfinals. One of the things we've been asking most of the guys, and as we didn't get that interview at the start, was how hard is it to actually be able to have 2 months to record 5-minute heats? I'm not going to say without pressure, but without the sensation of being in a competition zone. It must be different because you can repeat it so many times. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, for me, the thing about competition is I like to see the guy's face. I like to know who I'm competing against and feel the vibe, I like to really feel it. And when you're alone, I don't know, it's weird. Even when I kite alone with no competition, it's different. It's
so you like to smell the fear. You like to see the light in their eyes.
We're going past each other and we're just like fully focused.
Looks like we got a little bit of a lag there, unfortunately, with James. But, I mean, the summary of that, coming through with the win, heat number 1, James Karu. A big round of applause to Pedro Alfonso, putting on a solid performance out there. James got the power, got the height, got the execution, and as he said, he just has the motivation, and he's on a roll at the moment. He will be our first semi-finalist. So let's take a look at that elimination ladder now. Heat number 1, taking the win. We saw James Karu going through to that semi-final. And then we have, coming up next, we will have heat number 2, which is going to be Jean-Marcos Rivera against Camille Delanois. What can I say about these two? They have a lot of competition experience and they are fierce. They love to win. They love the battle. Coming from the Dominican Republic, Jean-Marcos Rivera, 32 years of age, coming out of my hometown of Tarifa. 74 kilos, 172 centimeters high. His best result was 4th overall in the 2019 season, and he is sponsored by Duotone and Iron and has his own shop. If you're ever in Tarifa, make sure you check it out. Kyton Moore down on the front street of Tarifa. Then Camille Delanois coming under the flag of France, spends most of his town in Praia in Brazil. This is the playground for Strapless Freestyle. 21 years of age, 80 kilos, 180 centimeters tall. His best result is 5th overall in the 2018 season, and he's come 2nd twice in the Brazilian event. Also just joining the new team of North Kiteboarding and Mystic. These guys mean business, and this is going to be one hell of a battle. Like I said before, they like the fight, they like the battle, they like to go head to head, and let's see who will come out on top as we're going to go straight into some action. But before we do so, let's get some words from both of these guys. As I can see, El Tigrazo, Papito, Chamaquito, Jean-Marcos Rivera coming into the stream.
Hi everyone, Jean-Marcos Rivera's here. Just made my filming here in this lovely place, Tarifa. The conditions today were just good enough to have a great day. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Hi guys, it's Camille Delanois. I'm about to hit the water for the first hit of the GKA distance battle. It's about 25 knots right now. I'm going out on my non-style boarding car, 9 meters. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I hope you guys enjoy the show.
Okay, looks like we didn't get the interviews, but we'll talk to the boys afterwards. So coming up on your screen, left-hand side, Jean-Marcos Rivera, right-hand side, Camille Delanois. Let's see who starts off the first bullet. Jean-Marcos, back row, big tic-tac. Double front row, shove it there from Camille Delanois. Did get a bit of a butt check. Let's see. The judges are going to be scoring this one. Okay, Jean-Marcos, back row, tic-tac, 5.63. Nice and extended. Let's see the landing on this one. Oh, textbook if I've ever seen it there from Chamaquito. Then we have that double front row. Not as high, but a very technical difficulty move. You can see how to drag the hand at 7.27 there for that one. Let's not forget they have to hit the categories of the front row, the board off rodeo, the air trick, and then that individual secret sauce from a different category. Let's see what the boys are doing. Triple! It's a triple. We can see there Camille Delanois. 1, 2, 3. I'm dizzy already. 9.40 for a triple front row rotation. That is the highest score of the competition so far. And if anybody wants to learn a triple, this is the video to watch. That is textbook. I'd be happy if I just do one rotation there. Big move there from Camille Delanois. Okay, huge front row tic-tac. Beautiful there from Jean-Marcos. That is going to be a big score hitting that category. Love the front row from Jean-Marcos. In my opinion, one of the most stylish front rows out there. And we can see Camille, unfortunately, coming down with a crash on that one, not quite getting the landing. This is what I love. Look at the inversion. The ball goes up. Nice 360 tic-tac rotation there from him, 7.33. He is going to be happy with that one. And here we can see Camille just getting caught up on that tic-tac. The ball coming, pointing backwards and just hitting a chop, unfortunately. Okay, Jean-Marcos, back row, rodeo, flip. Does hit the landing on that one. Very nice move there from Chamaquito, 6.23. Beauty. You can see just flipping that board around and coming around like no tomorrow in the beautiful crystal clear waters there of a secret location in Riva. 1, 2, he does. He hits the tic-tac. Can he get the landing? Camille Delanois. He does. That is a perfect big move. 9.0, that's 2 9s on the board. Just look how he spins that board around. Cirque du Soleil, if I've ever seen it. And lands it if he's just coming over a chop. This is why this Frenchman is one of the most talented riders out there. You have a tack, back row, tic-tac there for Jean-Marcos Rivera as well. We can see 4.43, back row, tic-tac, comes around, grabs the board, spins it, landing that switch stance, just switching the feet in the last moment to make sure the landing is a little bit cleaner. You can really see 2 minutes on the board. Jean-Marcos going huge. Oh, unfortunately not quite getting the ball back into his hand. But that was as high as some of the numbers we've been seeing in the heats. That was going to the moon. This is what we want to see. But hey, it is the GKA 2020 distance battle. If you're going to throw it down, it is now, because it is do or die. Winner of this heat goes through to the next round. We can see Camille Delanois there getting a crash on that one. Unfortunately, yeah, it looks like we apologize. There's a little mistake there with the graphic because that was a crash. I was talking to one of the judges before, but still, big move for Camille. He has a toe side air reverse, which would be that score, the 2.80. So he is in the lead so far. Jean-Marcos has quite a work to do, but a 1.15 seconds left. 1 minute coming up on the 1 minute. Jean-Marcos double back row rodeo. That is a beauty. Just unfortunately, I don't think that is going to be one of the categories going to have to see at the end of this heat. I can see he is not being scored for those moves because he's not touching that front row board of rodeo or air trick family, and then the individual secret sauce, which is the one he had before. That's a shame because those are some huge numbers. And going for that double front row tic-tac there from Camille Delanois, but unfortunately coming down with a crash. He's after that move. I've seen him land it before, and I mean, what a heat. 7, 9, 9, and then that 2. 1, 2, gets the tic-tac. Rodeo going for another tic-tac, just unfortunately once again missing the landing on that maneuver. Jean-Marcos coming on the inside, going for a big front roll. Switchity switch on the feet. Just losing it in the final seconds there. Not quite getting the landing, so that is 10 seconds left on the clock. Will this mean we'll have another move? Will this mean we'll have another trick in the heat number 2 of the GKA distance battle? It looks like Jean-Marcos is claiming that he's happy and Camille is going back out there. Whoa, what a heat. Both of these guys absolutely putting it towards every single maneuver. It's the risk factor, the execution. You can see they're going full speed, really pushing the limits, and this is why the scores are getting on the board. You can see Camille hitting the 9s. We saw Jean Marcos getting that 7, just unfortunately not touching all of the categories that have to be counted for this quarterfinal. But let's see the moves that made the mark in this highlight replay. Here we can see Jean Marcos, a beautiful front roll. I love how he just goes tip over toe. It's a huge maneuver there for him. That is the move that counted for him in those categories. So we can see Camille Delanois, double front roll tic-tac, big of a drag, but a 7.27 there for him. And this is that triple. That is textbook. Just look how he flips his body around a 1080 rotation. There's that double front roll tic-tac there also from Camille Delanois. This guy has that one on tap. So stylish, one of the hardest moves out there. And then this is that crash that he had. Is unfortunately it's the wrong one there. So he had a two-side air reverse counting as that 2.60. So huge maneuver there. And the winner of heat number 2, this man there, Camille Delanois. Those are the moves. Those are the ones that made the mark. Those are the tricks. Getting into the 9s and the 7s. What a way to do it. We saw the individual scores there. Be interesting to see the total number that they got. We're just going to bring the graphic up very shortly. Here we have it. Camille Delanois in first place. 7.27, 9.40. Biggest move of the competition so far. Triple front roll rotation, textbook. 9.0 and then that 2.60. Then we also had Jean Marcos Rivera. He had that 7.33 for that beautiful front roll flip rotation he did, but unfortunately didn't hit the other categories. But I am sure we're going to be seeing big things from this man in the season to come. What a way to start off the competition. First place, Camille Delanois, 28.27 total. Insane. The numbers are starting to go up, and I am really looking forward to see what else happens in the competition. But if I'm not mistaken, I can see in the corner of my screen, I'm going to be having with me my good friend, the winner of heat number 2, Camille Delanois. Camille, how are you?
Hey Joe, how's it going?
Very well. Congratulations, dude. Amazing riding.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that was a pretty tough hit, man.
So what we were saying throughout the heat, Camille, the triple front roll. I mean, that's probably one of the most textbook moves we've seen. And at the moment, it is the highest score of the competition. Run me through that, because even just commentating it, I'm dizzy already.
Yeah, man, it's pretty hard. Like I landed the first one, I think 2 or 3 years ago, but I never have it like really locked in, you know. And now since I was training for distance battle, what I have it like better and better, so that's pretty good. And yeah, it's a pretty hard move, and yeah, you have to work on it not to lose yourself in the rotations.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine it's an incredible trick there, and no wonder you got the highest score. I mean, Camille, one of the things we've been saying, you have a playground out in front of you. You have the location, Playa in Brazil, which is where we have the competition. It's where we see the new moves. How was it to be able to have 2 months to record that perfect heat?
Yeah, that was really good. Like the whole month of July, we didn't have that much wind, so we couldn't film a lot. But like for the whole August, we had 25 to 30 knots every day. So I was filming every day and trying to get better and better hits. And every day I was coming back home and I was like, whoa, I'm not going to be able to do better than that. And the next day I was going on the water and landing a new tricks or like landing it better. And I was like, well, I have to film again, you know. And that thing like went on for a month pretty much.
I'm definitely going to say the word of the moment was, whoa. That is one way to start off the competition, my friend. Congratulations. Amazing riding. And I look forward to seeing you on Thursday in the semi-finals. One more time, dude. Felicidades. And thank you very much for taking part.
Thanks, man.
Okay, Camille, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The man himself, winner of heat number 2, Camille Delanois. What a performance over the 27-point general mark, hitting the 9.4s, 9.0s. The boys are going to have to raise the level if they want to be going up against the Frenchman. But hey, we still have big names to come. Let's take a look at that elimination ladder, as we know that now we have the first 2 semi-finalists that will be going live on Thursday and joined by the ladies is James Karu and Camille Delanois. Now that is going to be a heat to remember, but still, coming up next, we have heat number 3. Pedro Matos from Brazil versus Kiko Roy from Spain. Both of these boys, youngster, they're known for the strapless freestyle. Pedro Matos, one of the most complete riders we have on tour. He is a WCT quality surfer. You give this guy a wave, he rips. He wasn't a big fan of strapless freestyle in the beginning, but dude, has this guy improved over the last year, and you will see with the heats to come. 22 years of age, coming out of Rio de Janeiro, 83 kilos, 184 centimeters high. He came 5th overall last year, and his sponsors are Duotone Iron, Autoburn, MFC, and BR Kite. That is Mr. Matos. Then we have El Anguila, Kiko Roy Torres, coming from Spain. He's originally from Molina, but he is living out of my hometown in Tarifa. 19 years of age, 74 kilos before the donuts, 185 centimeters tall. His best result last year was hitting the top 10 of the season. He's sponsored by Airush, just joining the family. He's a big friend, and I am looking forward to see what both of these guys do out there, because this is going to be a technical, this is going to be a spin, a heat, where we flips, we're going to see rotations, we're going to be seeing style, and we're going to be seeing tricks. Heat number 3 of the GKA distance battle, Pedro Matos versus Kiko Roy. But before we go into the action, let's check out and see. Pedro, are you there?
Hey Joe, how are you?
I'm very well, Pedro. It is really good to see you and to have the family back together, eh?
Oh yeah, now let's sit back and enjoy the show, huh?
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to seeing the heat between you guys. Pedro, you actually traveled up to the north of Brazil and stayed at Rancho de Peixe to do the recording, right?
Yeah, I traveled there with my trainer, and we stayed there for like probably 1 month, just training. As soon as I got there, I was just training a couple of tricks to put on my hits, and then I could land the double that I couldn't even land it, and then the double shove, and then the triple, and then I said, okay, let's do the hits, and it was like so good. I get like to this level so fast because of the wind. The wind there is like so good, you know. I don't know. It's crazy how you can grow in your skills there. It's crazy.
Yeah, one of the things we've been saying, especially Pedro, we've known each other for quite a long time. You are one of the most complete riders we have on tour now. You started off as one of the best surfers we have out there. You have a huge surfing background, and you go so vertical. When it's a surfing competition, you can really, you're in the higher pack. You can really see the difference. You didn't used to like strapless freestyle. What changed?
I think because I wanted to be a world champion. I think you can't be without doing strapless, huh? And yeah, I used to hate it when I needed, like, I used to talk a lot with Machu. Hey Machu, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Like, I like surf, I like kite surf, but I don't like jump, like, for me that's a circus. And then I kept like, okay, and then he put in my mind, no man, you have great skills, you need to do, and then I kept doing. I went to prayer for the first time, I think you remember, and I started like doing my front shove, and then I start liking it, and then it's okay, that's similar to surfing. And then I said, okay, I'm start liking it, and then I started like winning a couple of hits, and then I saw myself next to guys that I said, man, I never thought I would be like the same level as him, and now I am the same level, and I'm like, okay, now I love it, and let's do that.
I mean, this is in the end, this is one of the missions of the GK Kite World Tour, is to make more complete riders on and off the water. For the brands, for the people, for the spectators. It's the show. Is for you guys to absolutely rip in everything. And I am really looking forward to seeing you out there on the water, Pedro. I send you the best of luck, my friend, and let's see who comes out on top next. Congratulations on the improvement and the riding. I'm really looking forward to seeing you on the water. Parabéns, brother.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. You.
Okay, well, there we have it, Mr. Pedro Matos, and he is going to be going up against Kiko Reut. If I'm not mistaken, I can see in my screen El Anguila himself coming in. Quiquet, buenas tardes. Kiko, can you hear me? Looks like we're just having a little bit of sound. I think maybe, Kiko, you might have the mute button on there. Can you hear me, Kiko? I can see the face of concentration there from Mr. Quiquet. Let's just give him a second maybe to see. Unfortunately, the sound is not going there. Okay, Kiko, if you can hear me, just to give a double shackers to the people. I wish you the best of luck, my friend, and hopefully we will be able to see you in the next part. Let's give him a few more seconds. I can hear. I know this guy too well. I can see him laughing. Double shackers. It is what it is. Good luck, my friend. Kiko, buena suerte. And hopefully, let's see who comes out on top. There's the Anguila. This is the one we want to see. Well, there we have it. That is Kiko Reut, ladies and gentlemen. He is going up against Pedro Matos. This is heat number 3 of the GK Distance Battle 2020. Keep your eyes open. Action coming at you.
Hey guys, this is Pedro Matos. I'm here in Ceará, Brazil. I'm going for my first heat of the GKA Distance Battle. Today is about 20 to 25 knots, and I'm going with my 10-meter kite. Let's do it.
Hey, I'm Kiko Reut, rider from Irish Kiteboarding International. I choose the spot of Salinas in Pozo Izquierdo, Gran Canaria, because the wind is super good. The wind is not so much gusty. Now there is 25 knots, 30 knots. I go with my 9 meters lift kite, and I'm gonna try to do my best. It's a bit hard to land with the choppy. Like sometimes you go to land it and then you take the choppy and you crash, but I'm gonna do my best. Phew.
Well, there you have the boys of the action starting off. Oh, he does. Toe side air 7 there from Pedro Matos, and Kiko going very big on that one. Front row double tic-tac landed with ease. Talk about a starting on the buzzer. Toe side air 720. He is one of the few people to do that, and then a big 8.40. Big, huge front row double tic-tac for Quiquet. Get in the height, get in the air. You can see both of these guys starting off with big moves, but Pedro Matos, the added difficulty on that one, 9.10 for that last beauty. Looks like he's going again. Okay, mixing up the toe side maneuvers. So there's that toast. That's the double front. Oh, excuse me. We've got a bit of a lag there. What? That was a double front road. Shove it, if I'm not mistaken. A little bit of a lag there, unfortunately. Very stylish, Mr. Matos there with that rodeo flip. Here he comes again. Back row, 6.67. Puts it in like the little extension of the lag, showing the control. Landed with ease in the beautiful waters of Praia, Brazil. Okay, on the left-hand side, Kiko Reut, he had a huge move to start off with. That's, those are some of the biggest scores we've seen in the competition so far. Looks like he's going to be utilizing that right foot forward, coming at you. Going big again. Okay, one rotation, double front row, landed perfect there for Kiko Reut, and unfortunately, Pedro coming out with a crash. 3.97 there. I think that would be the wrong score for that one. Unfortunately, I apologize for that, but a beautiful maneuver there for Quiquet. And this is a crash there for Pedro Matos, going for a front shove it. Over rotating the board, so unfortunately that one would not count. There's a 3.97 for the move we didn't quite get there off Kiko Reut. So here we have him going again. Double front roll. Super stylish. Landed with not as much speed as he probably wanted, but numbers on the board there for Pedro Matos. Kiko Reut going again. Double front roll rotation. Just losing the ball there on that little bit of a chop. Let's see that double front from Pedro. 7.17. You can see, look at the stance. You can see, really see the surfing orientation of this guy. And then different way of doing it there from Kiko. Did get the landing, just unfortunately getting caught up on that little bit of chop. Early days, this is the midpoint of the heat. It looks like Pedro is in the lead so far. Okay, back row rodeo flip. Looks like he wanted to improve on the score there. Goes up, 7.0, back row rodeo. Like how he opens the legs, flips it, grabs it, extending his hand as much as possible, and comes down with that loop. This guy has improved so much over the last seasons. Kiko, he wants that double front roll. Landing with equally as much speed. That is going to be a big score, 7.90. Now it's getting even up in the heat. This is what we want to see. Final moments, 1 minute 50 left. The boys mean business. Pedro, again, big back row rodeo flip. I think he's trying to get a bigger score on that one still. Both of these guys hitting 3 out of the 4 categories. They got to do the front roll, the board off rodeo. They got to do the air trick, and then that secret sauce, the individual skill, the individual style. That's the one that they can decide from a different family to do what they want to see if they can go through to the next round. Winner of this heat comes out on top, and we'll be going through to the semi-finals. Okay, so once again, right hand side, we got on the left. Kiko Roy looks like he was trying to front roll shove it there. Pedro Matos looping, coming down like a ton of bricks. It looks like the tide went out after that one. Man, these boys mean business. It's very close in between them, but it looks like Pedro Matos has the upper hand at the moment. It looks nice and windy there in player. Kiko started off really well, had a medium mid trick, and then he had that big 7. It's close. If he can hit that next category, he will be right in there with Pedro. Let's see what both of these guys can do. 40 seconds left on the clock. Pedro is letting go that hand. This can only mean one thing. Action! Goes up. Tic-tac. Double tic-tac. Unfortunately, misses the board, so that's going to be a crash for him. Come on, Kike. Anguilita. Let's see what he's got for me now. He's still missing 1 category. He's got to improve on at least 2 scores. He has got his work cut out for him. Okay, front roll, shove it. Textbook picture perfect there for the young Spaniard, 6.13. Whips the board around, lands on the tail. That is a good maneuver for him. Coming to the final stages of the heat, Pedro Matos, airing and unfortunately coming down with a crash there, but whoa, that's action out there on the water. Both of these boys, I mean, like I said before, some of the most talented strapless freestyle riders we have out there. Pedro Matos had the height and that first move, that toe side air 720, one of the hardest moves out there, and that's why it got into that 9.0 category. Mixing it up with the other ones to get the higher scores. Kiko starting off really well and then getting at the end, but unfortunately not quite getting as big a numbers. Let's take a look at some highlight replays before. These are the moves that made the difference. This is the move of the heat. 1, 2 rotations to do that coming from toe side. Here we go again, toe side, shove it there, 5 from Pedro Matos. This is that big double front roll. This is, you can see the stance, so stylish there from him. And then this is one of the final moves. You can see, okay, back row rodeo, sticks the rodeo, adds the flip. Everybody, are you watching? Can you see this? And boom, there's the landing. Those are the moves that made the difference. Kiko going huge here with that front roll double tic-tac, 8.40. One of the biggest scores we've had in the competition so far. Starting the heat off really well. Then unfortunately he didn't quite get there. This is a double front roll attempt. That was the really nicely landed there from him. Once again coming up, this is a better one there for him, a 7.90. And then we can see one more time, this is that beauty of front roll shove. It really nice riding from the Spaniard there. But it is this man here, Pedro Matos, 31.53, the biggest combined score so far, coming out with the win. Congratulations to the Brazilian. Pedro, incredible riding, Let's get some words from him. Pedro, are you there?
Yes. What's up? Phew.
Dude, I gotta say, my favorite move to date, I have two. The boogie loop from Ayrton, and now the toe side 7 from you. That was insane, Pedro.
Yeah, thanks. I was actually trying to do some boogie loops, but I think I'll let for the next year. Next year I will do the boogie loop.
Dude, leave some room for improvement. In 6 months, you've gone from like this to like over here. Let's give some distance, huh?
We need to get it there quick, huh?
No, I mean, congratulations, Pedro. That wasn't an easy heat. I mean, you know, Kiko, you guys have competed a lot. It
Yeah,
was
no.
both of you guys on the freestyle side, but we can really see you've pushed the level, and you can see with the surfing, like your double front rotations, you're really open. You add the additions of style, and that is why the judges are giving you the scores.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, I'm trying to do my surf moves on my strapless tricks, and yeah, that's it. Congrats, Kiko. You're an amazing rider. I used to look at you a lot. I still looking at you and your tricks, and yeah, congrats. And let's do it. Thanks, guys. Woo.
Congratulations, Pedro. Parabéns, brother. Thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing you on Thursday as you are semi-finalist number 3. Congratulations, Pedro.
Thanks.
Well, there you have it, guys and girls. Pedro Matos from Brazil is our 3rd semi-finalist. Some of those moves, again, I'll say that toe side air through 7. That is the 9.10 that guy got, and it is no wonder. The biggest total score we've seen so far, 31.53. Whew, this boy means business. Coming in very close to 26.40. Kiko Roy started off with a huge front roll double tic tac with that 8.40. Got a double rotation front there with a 7.90. Just coming in very close, but he had one of the hardest draws out there. 10th in the overall ranking last season, and I'm betting he's going to be doing even better on the new Air Rush family for 2021. Congratulations, Angelita. Congratulations, Pedro, coming off with the win. What a heat number 3 we just had. Coming up next, let's see. Let's go back to that elimination ladder and see what action we have left out here. We've already got Pedro, as we can see, advancing through to that semi-final. And the final heat of today, coming in heat number 4, we have Montedo versus Willow Tonkin. It is really cool to see Willow getting back involved in the GKA Tour. He is one of the most underdogs out there. Style, he can play the guitar, the guy loves nature. You can just see he has the vibes that we really value out here on the tour. And then, you know, this guy himself, the smile says it all. Montedo. He is the godfather of our sport. Coming out of Santa Maria, Cabo Verde, 38 years of age, 80 kilos, 179 centimeters. The guy's won it all. He was vice world champion in 2019 and has been sponsored by F1 and Montedo since the beginning of time. Willow Riva Tonkin coming out of Mauritius, hometown Tamarin, 21 years of age, 83 kilos, 186 centimeter tall. He last season came just under the top 20, 21st in the overall ranking, and he is sponsored by Core. Both of these guys have some of the biggest smiles out there, and they have the vibes that we really value here on tour. It's going to be awesome to see them going toe-to-toe in action. But before we get onto the water, let's see. I think I can see Mr. Montedo coming into the booth. Mito, manera.
Manera, Joe. What's up, man? You okay?
I'm very well. First, congratulations on number 3. You're going to be a busy man, huh?
Yeah, thank you very much, man. It's true.
Me too. One of the things I really wanted to ask you in the interview, you are one of the most experienced riders out there. You've done it all, you've been at it all, and you've gone through the whole history of kiting. This is the first time that we've had this online competition format. Tell me what you think about it.
Yeah, Joe, it's true. So it's so strange, to compete like that. Normally when I accept to do these events, and I think, yeah, it's going to be really easy. But then when I start do the video, it was really tricky because, you know, we have just 5 minutes to do all this trick, and then you don't have the, like, you don't feel the pressure because the people is not there on the beach. But then the same time you have a lot of pressure because when you watch your when you look on your watch, so you see the time, and you see you need just like 2 minutes to finish your hit, and you had some crash. So you know, like, it was a bit strange, you know, like, to do this event. But I'm so happy to be part of it, and I did my best. You know, I have many you know, like, problem, we can say like that, but I'm here, and we're gonna see what happens.
I'm really looking forward to see what happens, me too. I wish you the best of luck. And if you come out with the win on this heat, I will be seeing you very soon, my friend. A big saludos to the family and good luck.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay, there we have Mitu Montedo. He is one of the gladiators who's going to be coming onto the water very soon, and he is going to be going up against this guy where the smile says it all. Willow Tonkin coming at you.
Yo, what's up, Joe? How's it going, bro?
I am very well, dude. It is so good to see you back, man. Welcome back to the family, my friend.
Thanks a lot, bro. Stoked to be a part of this. So dope.
I mean, Willow, like, one of the things I've been saying about you, you're probably one of the biggest underdogs out there. You know, you're a very complete rider. You go out, if it's Mauritius and it's tubing, you're out there killing it. And then now on the freestyle side, we've been really seeing some of those huge loops that you've been pulling off in Le Mans. What's it like to be back in competition and then also in a completely new, different format?
Yeah, bro, it's interesting. Like, you know, to be honest, I haven't been actually kiting so much this year, obviously, with the whole situation being in lockdown. As soon as that ended, I went onto my foils, and I've been doing a lot of that. But yeah, being invited to this event, it's something that everyone together again. You know, it's awesome to see new face, to chat to everyone again on the tour, and yeah, put on a show for everyone out there. So yeah, stoked to be a part of it, and look forward to going. Probably one of my favorite riders out there. We've had some awesome times together, and it's always good to going against one of the legends in kiteboarding.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about. I think you really said it well there. The community and the family. I think, you know, it's been a hard situation for everybody. We've all had to kind of reinvent the format, but it is so good for everybody to be back together. And like you say, you have a hard heat coming at you, but you're no shy man when it comes to the Strapless moves. I wish you the best of luck, my friend, and let's see how the heat went up against you.
Let's do it.
Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Willow Riva, he is going up against Mitu Montedo, the final heat of the day. Heat number 4, action on the water.
What's up, guys? I'm in somewhere in the world, just filming for GKA. So there is nice condition, 30 knots, and yeah, so you're gonna see in the movie what happened.
Yo guys, what's up? It's Willow here. We're down in Le Mans, Mauritius at the Kite Lagoon. I'm about to go out on my 8-meter Nexus. It's about 20 knots, flat water, looking pretty fun. So yeah, let's go land a couple tricks.
Well, there you had Willow saying, let's go land a couple of tricks, and the boys started off with a bang. Mitu spinning into oblivion, and then Willow looked like he got a nice little move there on the right-hand side. Let's go back to the action. Okay, 1, 2, going for that triple. Unfortunately, coming down with a crash, but that was super stylish from Mitu. And Willow with a back roll, tic-tac 577, starting off with numbers on the board. These boys mean business. We can see Mitu on the left, Willow on the right. Willow looks like he's coming towards us, got a good stance, a nice amount of speed. Okay, going for that double front roll. Nice rotation, just got a little caught up on the landing there, not quite as much as speed, but still, that is so hard to do. 6.40, like we can see some from coming the heats before. A little bit less points, but still, 2 categories touch. Mitu going huge on the left. That was a beauty. It looks like he's got some waves there as well. 1, 2, and 3. That is the first time I've seen him do that. Mito 9.03. Okay, he still has to get another move if he wants to equal it. Okay, back roll, tic-tac, holds the rodeo until the end, but unfortunately coming down with a big crash there. Toe side air 360, 3.90 for Willow. So once again, yet another category there for him. Let's see what we got here. Oh, coming down with a crash, and yeah, not quite getting it there. Both of these boys really keeping us busy. Back roll, tic-tac, rodeo. Looks like his kite got caught up there and just coming down like a bundle, but still it was only a butt check there, so 5.27 there for Mitu. He's going switch stance, going toe side. Okay. Looks like he was trying that toe side air 3, but unfortunately that's a crash. So Mito's still waiting to get some scores on the board. Has that big 9.0 for that beauty of a triple. Looks a little stormy there for Mauritius. I'm used to seeing the sun shining in crystal blue waters. I think this is the first time I've ever seen Willow in a wetsuit. Big kite loop, landing it perfectly, but just getting caught up on a little bit of a chop there. So unfortunately another crash. Both of these boys, they're going for the big moves, but you have to get it landed if you want the scores on the board. Early days, still just coming up on that halfway meter of the heat. Okay, so here we have Mitu coming at you. Switch stance. Okay, toe side air 3, perfectly landed. That's going to be the air shake, so hitting that category. 4.13 there for Mitu. Great riding there from the Cape Verdean. He's going to be happy with that one. Just over 2 minutes left. Here we can see, just waiting for some scores to come in. Mitu going huge, big back roll. And it looks like Willow got caught up on the inside, but still keeping it mixed together. So far, it looks like Willow has the advantage. A big back roll there. Stylist, tip over tip. 5.97 for Mr. Mitu Montedo. Okay, Willow just getting back into it, getting this board again. Just under 2 minutes left. Okay, quite equal in between these boys. It looks like Mitu 5.97 for that stylish back roll and a 6.40 for that double front roll rotation from Willow Riva Tonkin. Both of the boys taking their time here. Okay, Mitu switching it up again. He's going switch stance. What's he got for us? He's already got the toe side air reverse. Is he maybe going to go 5? No, deciding against it. It does look quite choppy out there. There's a bit of a wave. Let's see what he's got on the outside, but keep your eyes on the right hand of your screen because it looks like Willow is going up. No, just not quite getting the gust that he wanted on that one. Coming up on the last minute of the heat, Mitu going up. Big back roll, tic-tac. Oh, landing on top of a wave, so that's going to be a crash there for him. Looks like the wind got the better of him and just dropped. You can see how he really came down fast. I think the gust probably dropped him. Both of these guys, it does look like it's windy, but quite gusty conditions. Close between the two of them. Okay, Willow looping it through, if I'm not mistaken. Coming down, keeping it together. That's going to be a big move. Even a little claim on the end. He's going to be happy with that one. Kite loop board off 7.77 there for Willow. Okay, Willow in the lead so far. Mitu's going to have to get it together if he wants to take this. Okay, going for the toe side air 360. Okay, toe side air 360, a 5.60 there for Mitu Montedo. Both of these guys really, like I said, keeping it busy. Final moments of the heat. Willow looked like he had a toe side 5, and Mitu landing it at the closing seconds of this heat. I could not say who took the win, and there's a nice toe side air 360, 4.13 from Willow, and there's that last move on the buzzer there from Mr. Montedo. Back roll, tic-tac. He did get the flip. Woo-hoo, that could be the decider at the end there. Man, both of these guys keeping super busy. Similar styles in between them. Both of them had the double rotations. You saw Willow with that double front roll. First time I've seen Mitu do a triple and super stylish. Then both of them really trying to mix it up to get those moves. But let's see which of the numbers that hit the scorecards for the judges with this highlight replay. Okay, here's that triple one. Look how he hits. He goes, the head follows the body and the feet will go afterwards. Triple rotation, 9.30. Big, stylish. I love how he grabs the board on the bottom there. Now you can see looping the kind around to give him that suspension. Really nice, 5.97. Toe side air free here for Mito, utilizing the board. Almost looked like he was going for a 5 there, but still. And this is that last move that I think was probably maybe close to the nail in the coffin. It's so close between these guys. Let's see who comes out with the win. Back roll, tic-tac, flip. Nice one there from Mr. Montedo. Here we have Willow starting off with a big back roll. Tic-tac landing it perfectly, 5.77. This is that double front roll rotation from Willow here, 6.40. Huge kite loop. Look at the yank through the sky there. It's windy, and this one he pulled it together, even a little bit of a claim, and then a 4.13 for that toe side air free.
So
but it is this man here. This is the guy.
See what happened with the next one. Yeah.
27.03, if I'm not mistaken, the winner of this heat, coming at you, Mr. Mitu Montedo. Congratulations. These are the numbers. These are the totals. You can see total score 27.43. Triple rotation was the one that gave him that 9.03. And then second place, Willow, riding so well. Super, super close. I reckon if Mitu hadn't have got that last move on the buzzer, Willow would have had this one, 20.07. Like I said, one of the guys with the most vibes on tour. Great to see him back in action. But it is none less than Mitu Montedo, who has taken the first place, and he is our fourth semi-finalist. Mitu, it looks like he's coming into the studio. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you, and whoa, was really hard to see this hit. Willow ride really good. It's always on fire, this kid, so you never know what you're gonna do. Yeah, congratulations, buddy. It was nice riding, and I hope to see you in Mauritius. Then we can be together in the water, so it's gonna be much better, we can say like that. But thank you.
I think, Mitu, like you said, it was one of the closest heats. You sealed the deal with that last move, that big back roll tic-tac you had there. But man, triple front roll, where did that come from?
Yeah, Joe, normally when I was in Brazil, I training a lot, I did some few triple down there. But, when I'm in the water, I really like to have fun and do my stuff. So I don't have the camera with me. So I never have opportunity to film and to show. And yeah, this time I have this opportunity. So then I say, yeah, let's go. It was a bit tricky to land the tricks down there because with a lot of wave, in the wind was gusty. I had some really big crash, but I have a lot of fun, in the water, so it was cool to be down there.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about in the end. It is to go out there and have fun. Sometimes it's hard to record and, capture the moments, but Mitu, congratulations. Amazing riding. You are our fourth semi-finalist, and it looks like you're going to be coming back with us on Thursday. Congratulations, dude.
Thank you very much, man. Yeah.
Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mitu Montedo is our fourth and final semi-finalist. Let's take a look at the elimination ladder as it stands. Today was the day of the quarterfinals. We had James Karu, Pedro Afonso, James taking the win. Jean-Marc Rivera, Camille Delanois. Camille will be joining James in that semi-final number 1. Pedro Matos and Kiko Reut, super close in between them. Pedro has improved so much. He took the win over that one. And then Mitu Montedo and Willow Tonkin, both of the boys toe-to-toe. Mitu getting it with that final move. And he will be joining Pedro Matos in the semi-finals. Wow, what a way. What a first day of the GKA Distance Battles 2020. Joining us on Thursday, we will also be having the ladies. So we'll be going to be having the Strapless Freestyle men and the Strapless Freestyle women. I can't wait to see more of the action. The semi-final, the categories change. The guys are going to have to mix it up. We're going to be seeing new moves, a little bit more technical difficulties. There's going to be style. There's going to be spins. This is the GKA Distance Battle 2020. I'm Josie Asher, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday, 8 o'clock Central European Time. Thanks for joining us, and see you soon.